all I've been doing with fashion lately is just going to events. I get invited to shows and magazine parties. So literally any fashion event that happened in the city. So I go as Luna. So I go as like a personality or a fashion icon, if you want to say that, because it's just really about the looks for me most of the time. But I also want to start making my own looks and you know, merging that with my drag and yeah.
Okay. So you want to be an entrepreneur and have your
Yeah.
own fashion line.
Yeah, in the
Now,
long run.
okay. So now that drag is in the mainstream with RuPaul,
Yeah.
and we understand, you had a post about. I'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
The racism within the village of Toronto, well, within downtown Toronto, our gay village here.
Yeah.
Now, but what I want to talk about before that is, do you think, because drag in Toronto is dead, and now even the bar that you were working in, Cruising Tango, that bar might not open back up. And Toronto is overrun with drag queens, all
Yeah.
fighting for these little stages in these little spaces.
Yeah.
But yet, RuPaul has told you, as a young person, you can have the world. This stage is huge. Come over here. But yet, do you think you can make a living with drag now in Toronto?
That's a very good question. Also a very tough one. It honestly just comes down to the status of who you are as a queen and what opportunities you're able to get. Like if you are someone that's doing for a long time and you're popular, you probably could make a living off of drag. Now with the world right now, coronavirus, we're all not doing anything. I could not even answer that question. Like before the pandemic, I was only doing drag. I intended on getting another job for the summer to make ends meet, but that could not happen for obvious reasons. So now we're kind of just stuck at home and just doing online drag. And as far as having the world as a stage, if that opportunity ever comes, absolutely. Well, and now thankfully we have Canada's Drag Race, so maybe some of our girls will get on there and be recognized all over the world.
Now we hope that happens, but
Yes.
I've been in this community 31 years.
Yeah.
And I've seen it come and go. And now the reason I wanted to talk to you is because as a young person, I wanted to understand your experience of just being in the bars, how you fit in, how you feel about fitting in, how they treat you. And it's just the mere fact of your connection to our community, which is a very important thing, is to be connected to your community, whether it's resources, opportunities, the mere fact of your social life, the mere fact of just being who you are in our community where you can feel comfortable. Now, in the last 3 months, 4 months with the coronavirus, and now the protests. Now, did you take part in the protest?
I couldn't for the first one because I was performing for a fundraiser for the Black Lives Matter movement. So I was still kind of doing something at that time, So yeah, but I could not be at the protest.
Okay. Now, where is the issue? How do you feel about the community in general? The downtown village, how do you feel about that in general?
And do you mean in terms of racism or just culture? Or
I just want you to just say, if Luna Dubois is walking down Church Street, how do you feel? It's different. When I first came to Canada 30 years ago, and there was no Church Street. There was Isabella Street, Isabella and Young.
Yeah.
Hung out. Now, when I was on Isabella and Young, I was young and Everything was amazing, and I was so happy. I fit in, and I was
Yeah.
discovering myself. Now, you, Luna Dubois, is walking down Church Street. Let's just say before the pandemic, because this is an aftermath of something that everybody's going through. But before that, how did you feel just going to the clubs and the village?
Uh, I felt like safe in the community. I felt like I could walk anywhere, go anywhere, no matter how I look or how I'm dressed. Like it felt like a safe community. And I feel like Toronto as a whole is very accepting in terms of culture and sexuality and gender. But at the end of the day, there are still some clause here and there that need to be adjusted and fixed. But overall, it's a pretty great city.
Okay, now that you say that,
Yeah,
this is where I want to go to your post.
yeah,
I saw the post about you felt that the community or the bars themselves are racist, maybe towards you or just towards what you observe. Now,
yeah.
can you explain that to me?
So to be more specific, it was just about the drink and O'Grady's, and mainly not even the staff, just the owner. When like I said, if you saw my post, I said when I started drag, I started at the drink, and when I started performing there a lot for the open stages, I started getting gigs, and I started noticing that this man
Can you
was.
talk into the microphone?
Oh
Keep
yes,
talking to
okay,
the mic.
yeah. So when I started performing at this bar, I started noticing that this man wanted me to perform there a lot. I was asking me to bring friends, would give me opportunities for shows and stuff, and I'd do all of that. I'll bring a crowd, and it would always come down to either not getting paid early or being told, "Oh, you didn't bring enough people, you didn't pack the bar." And if you ask me, quite frankly, that's not my job as a queen. I will promote the show as much as I can, but if I bring people, I bring people. If your bar's not packed, that's not my fault. And that's one
Mhm.
of the things that I started going further and further on. I started noticing was trying to always control what I did, control what gigs I get, try to micromanage me. And I just started to see this superiority complex. I didn't like that. And I made sure that was known. And he was never happy with that. He always wanted to have control and be in control of everything. And I'm not built like that. I would never let no, like you're not my mom, you're not my dad. You can't have control over my life and whatever I'm doing with my life. So I didn't let that happen, and I started noticing it was a bit more pushed out to me. I was pulling to the corner and said, "Oh, you have an attitude. Oh, you need to smile all the time. You need to do this all the time." It was just like always on my neck. And when someone's always on your neck like that, you get frustrated. And then
Mhm.
there was another instance where I don't know if you know the show, The Drink Twinks. There's
Mhm.
about
I know the
three or
show.
four of them. Yeah. So
Mhm.
amazing show. Lovely. Love all of them. They're all my friends actually too. And at the beginning of the show, I was there as a guest for them. And so was my good sister, Virgo, who I actually live with. But we were there working. And after the show was done, he sat us down and he made me and Virgo sit on one side with the black girls and made the white girls sit on the other side. And we were like, why the segregation? Why do you need to separate us? And he was like, I need you guys to start a drink twinks. I want you to find another black girl so that it should be the white drink twinks and the black drink twinks. I was just like, and that is just so wrong on so many levels.
Mhm.
It's not okay. You don't need to pin us against each other because our skin tone, our skin color. So yeah,